Would like to, still want to? Penalties, 5 years. I'll sign it right here. All right, I'm gonna date it right here. If we may approach, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilkes, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, they're trying to plead to the court. He's got a case that was just filed. He's got 2 cases now. So if he wants to enter a plea, I'd just ask sentencing be set off.
Oh,
He's got this.
so there's no agreed upon sentence, this is just a plea to the court? And he's got something else pending?
He has one that's pending on 5/25.
525.
520.
His bond was revoked in 23 CF 744, which is the driving while license suspended, that he's up for plea day for today. He is wanting to plea out to the driving while license suspended. He's wanting to fight the 23 CF 806. The state made an offer of 6 months in the county jail, and he wishes to plea out to the court.
I'll take it.
Well, does he have a prior record of some kind? I mean, I don't know anything about him.
Your Honor, he, under the score sheet, he doesn't score.
It's not?
Are we going to proceed with the sentencing hearing, Your Honor? If so, I'd ask that we pass it so I can review the case to prepare a sentencing presentation to the court. All we were here for, arraignment.
Don't we want to, I'd really rather hear everything at once, this case and his other pending case.
Okay, well, Your Honor,
mean,
he's saying that he doesn't want to take your plea.
I'd hate
so
to,
you'll need to
I'd like to
stay
just
in
plead him not
take-
guilty and
take
just
it to trial.
do everything at once. If you want to go to trial on it, fine, or if you want to plead it at a later date, but what I want to do is, I don't want it to jeopardize, if you enter a plea here, maybe it might have some bad influence on your later case.
Walk-in violation.
Well, what's his other case?
Like 90
His
days.
other case is possession of controlled substance and possession of paraphernalia.
And resisting without violence.
And, oh, yes, and resisting without violence.
And he's
fighting that case.
He's pled not guilty on that, and he's fighting
Well,
that.
he hasn't
been
even come
arraigned.
up for arraignment yet on
Arraignment
that
is
one.
May 25th on that case.
Yes.
Raymond, on that, what is the usual, let's see, driving license suspended, this is a third-degree felony. What's his prior record,
Your Honor, his score.
if he has any?
Yes, Your Honor, he does have a prior record.
He's got resisting an officer without violence, trespassing a structure or conveyance, resisting an officer without violence, possession of a controlled substance less than 20 grams of cannabis, failure to appear on a felony, possession of controlled substance, a violation of probation ×3, obstruction by disguise, and 5 prior driving while license suspended convictions.
Ooh.
I see you charged 1. I see 1 in the score sheet. Do you have it on another page? Yeah, you do. You got 2. All right, 2. I see you listed 2.
Well, with all
Oh, there's
that,
more, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I didn't complete his list of crimes. He has robbery without a weapon, battery, another possession of controlled substance, paraphernalia, resisting without violence, giving a false name to a law enforcement officer, and another resisting without violence. But he scores 28.6 points. But I believe this is his sixth driving while license suspended.
Use it if you don't go 5 years.
Well, I tell you, with all that, I'm inclined to just
Take it.
he's entered a not guilty plea and just wait and see what happens on this other case, 'cause, I mean, he's saying some of it's juvenile, and, well, I want to take a look at it. I don't think I'm inclined to give him any type of prison time, but I might have to give him some jail time with all that. I mean, I just need to know more about him, Mr. Wilkes. If this was his first time, I'd come up with something he could, but with all that going on, I better wait till we see how this other case, if he wants to fight it, very good. He has every right to, and I don't know the facts on that case, and maybe we'll go to a jury trial, work out something, take care of everything, but I don't want to
I'm sorry?
just guess at some kind of sentence with all that background, so. So we'll set him for May 25th, and maybe it'll resolve itself then. Here's your plea form back.
In June.
You want to go ahead and do the arraignment, Ms. Rivers, on the other case? On the pretrial
Arraignment
docket?
for the one for, if y'all are ready, we can do the arraignment for the one that's set for 5/25.
That's
It's
23 CF 806.
We
What's he
tender
plead?
not guilty.
Not guilty?
Request
Okay.
15 days filing pretrial motions, request trial by jury.
All right.
We're going to go, we'll come back on a pretrial.
We'll see if we can get it all taken care of at once, Mr. Wilkes.
I will file it. I'll be more than happy to file it.
Okay,
for you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Who we got next? Oh. What about William Baggett? Do we have a William Baggett here?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. William Baggett. Just right over here. This is 23 CF 766. Judge, I believe we've reached an agreement in this case. I was just going over the written plea with him.
Okay.
So this is, do you want to do this today? Then they'll dismiss those two counts. You want to do that, so, okay. I haven't gone over the case in full, so you would be waiving any defenses that you have. Okay. Today's date, please. Sign my out here.
Must be.
Mr. Baggett, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can put your hand down.
I may approach, Judge.
Yep. All right, this is 23 CF 766, State versus William Seneca Baggett. You want to enter a plea of no contendery to possession of paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor. Is that correct, Mr. Baggett? And the state's agreed to dismiss count 1 and count 3 of this
That's correct.
case? Did you read and sign, Mr. Baggett, this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
You aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea? Are you under any type of medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done on your case for you?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Count 2, sentences you to 11 months, 29 days probation, waiving cost of supervision, $50 cost of prosecution, $220 court costs, $100 PD fee. Let's see, SAE,
Substance abuse.
substance
evaluation,
abuse
Judge.
evaluation and treatment. Do it 30-60, within 30 days, beginning treatment within 60, if there's any recommended, random UAs, 24 hours community service, and adjudicated. Anything further?
Not that I have, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, just from the probation standpoint on that 30-60 condition with substance abuse,
Yes.
I can present to the court that we will get them down to the provider within that period of time, but we cannot mandate that they provide the evaluation within that period of time. But I promise to the court that we will refer him within those periods of time.
And my experience with that, Judge, too, is that generally, even if they schedule an appointment, that initial evaluation may be outside of 30 days from sentence. So generally, I think we kind of make it to where they at least have
I'll
to
make
have an
it
appointment.
30 days or as soon as possible,
Thank you.
based on the provider.
I just wanted to let the court
Yeah.
know that.
Okay, thank you.
In Crestview, due to the limited places we can send them, sometimes it runs a little longer.
I understand, well,
Thank you.
Thank you,
just
Mr. Green.
30 days or as soon as the provider can schedule an appointment.
Thank you, Judge.
Do we have Amanda Craddock here? Anyone know anything about her? Did she get noticed to be here?
Your Honor, on Mr. Baggett, my understanding is that he lives in Alabama. We'd request mail-in probation since it's on 11/29. That way he can be able to report.
That's
promptly.
fine.
Thank you, Judge.
Have we heard from her, anybody? All right, Capias, no bond. How about Beulah Jean Galloway?
Response, Judge.
Are you allowed to tell me whether she's here or not?
I don't see her in the courtroom, Judge. I don't see her response. I can't say that I've had any contact with her before today.
Okay. No bond, Capias. Oh, was she was given, okay.
She got notice.
Shatorian Howard? We know anything about that person? Oh, good. Is that right, Shatoria? Okay, thank you.
She's here for arraignment, and I've shown she's currently unrepresented. However, the co-defendant is represented by the Public Defender's Office.
How about Regional Conflict Counsel? Would you like to have an attorney to represent you?
Yes,
I can appoint Regional Conflict Counsel. They're not the public defenders. They're another agency that represents people.
yeah, that'd be great.
Okay,
I would appreciate that.
all right.
And I do have an offer for Ms. Howard today, if she would like to accept it without an attorney. It's just an adjudication of guilt and court costs of prosecution. No probation or jail.
Yeah, amen. I guess that is a great.
Well,
I would definitely take that. So wait, what do I have
all
to
right,
do?
well, I
Like
don't
pay-
know if I appointed the Regional Conflict Counsel yet, but I don't think I did.
I don't think so. I think you were about to.
So what the state is saying is if you want to enter a no contest
It can be
plea?
no contest, Your Honor.
No contest plea, that means you're not admitting you did anything wrong, you're not denying it, but it's treated as a guilty, but you're not saying you did it wrong, okay?
All right.
And you will pay, I will sentence you to adjudication, and then you just pay court costs, so it would be about how much?
I believe court costs for a drug case is $515, and then $615 total.
615?
I can pay that.
Okay. So I'm not putting you on probation, no jail time, no anything, except adjudicated, and you pay $615 in court costs, okay?
Yes, sir.
And how long do you think you need to pay that?
I have a job. I get paid every week at my job. I can I can pay on, can I pay on payments, right?
I'll give you, how about 60 days? Is that enough time to pay
Yes,
it?
that is.
Okay, so you come to the clerk's office, pay it within 60 days, okay?
Yes, sir.
And does the clerk need anything else?
Fingerprints.
If she doesn't get it paid, it'll go to judgment.
I definitely get that paid.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
thank you. David Rodriguez. Crystal Urick. You know anything about Crystal?
She doesn't have an attorney. Crystal Ulrich.
You notice?
Got on a signature bond, Judge.
At 1:30?
Yes, sir. That's for Casey's and bond.
Capias, no bond. All right, Mr. Tony, how about it?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hello? Which, you have Mr. Dixon and Mr. Dumas?
Mr. Dixon is here, and also Mr. Dumas is here, Your Honor.
Okay, which one you want to do?
Let's do Mr. Dixon first. Mr. Dixon, will you please approach?
Yeah, I want to say something.
I guess we're into the 2 o'clock docket 10 minutes early.
All right, you're Jeremy Scott Dixon. Sir, you're Jeremy Scott Dixon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's Jay's.
Not the mandatory.
Mr. Gibbs, so I have no trials with the public defender Monday, right?
I don't have any trials set. I think Ms. Rivers still has one set with Ms. Basso, Mr. O'Quinn.
That's the second week, trial week, right?
Yes,
I don't know
Okay.
if Mr. Williams has any set. I don't think Mr.
Not with us, Your Honor, and I don't believe with the CAC either. It's
All right.
only, I think, Ms. Bosso's case going.
Okay. All right, Mr. Tony?
We have a little technical issue, Your Honor. though.
So, Mr. To, can you approach, I want to show you the score sheet for trafficking. That's the original one, right? And it shows 64. Okay, so I wrote 64 here, but it's split into SMD instead of trafficking.
Correct.
Okay. Do you want me to change this?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Following. Okay, this is what I want.
Sign right here. Then dated, I'm sorry. The fourth.
The fourth.
23.
Your Honor, may it please the court? With regards to case number 2021 CF 2701F, my client Jeremy Dixon, pursuant to negotiations with the state attorney, withdraws his previous entered plea of not guilty and enters a plea of no contest to the above charge, the sale, manufacture, and delivery. Further, defendant's sentence shall be left to the discretion of the judge to be determined after a pre-sentence investigation report is filed and the sentence hearing is held on the same. Both parties agree that the jail sentence amount, if any, shall be capped and not past the number of months represented at the guideline score sheet of 64 months. May I approach, Your Honor?
Okay.
So if I may, Your Honor, submit the score sheet, because I have to correct them to reflect the actual charge at the time of sentencing.
That we wouldn't object to.
All right.
You understand what's happening? What? That shit right there.
All right, Mr. Dixon, you want to enter a plea of nolo contendere to the charge in 2021 CF 2701 of sale and manufacture and deliver a controlled substance, a second-degree felony, level 5. Is that correct, Ms.
Yes, yes, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Leon?
It
Okay, and
is.
that's a lesser-included offense of trafficking in cocaine?
Yes,
Is
Your Honor.
that
Yes, Your Honor.
correct? So you want to enter a nolo contendere plea to that charge. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Dixon?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form,
Yes, sir.
which waives your rights and discusses those rights you're waiving in this form? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Tony's done on your case
Yes,
for
sir.
you? You understand that the sentence is being left up to the discretion of the court based on whatever a pre-sentence investigation may show me and a sentencing hearing in which you and Mr. Tony would have every opportunity to talk to me about what you think the correct sentence would be.
Yes, sir.
Just as the state, represented by Ms. Leon, would have every opportunity to say what she thinks the sentence should be. And I believe the maximum I could give you is 64 months Department of Corrections and adjudicated. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you still want to enter this no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Well, is there anything else I need to ask?
Not ask, Your Honor, just for the record, there was a pending motion to suppress. I'm asking that the defendant withdraws that.
Yes, Your Honor, we, at this time, we withdraw a motion to suppress in our previous, any other previous motions that we entered in this particular case with regards to the negotiations.
Court,
Settlement.
Thanks.
Finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered, court accepts it, will set sentencing, will order PSI and set sentencing on, what would be a time? Mr. Barry, how long?
I would suggest, because I know that you need at least 2 months.
I would prefer 2 months, Your Honor, but we can get it whenever you tell us.
Well, 2 months, I mean,
That's fine.
he's out on bond, right? He's not been any problem on bond?
No, sir, Your Honor, he does dialysis 3 times a week. He's
Yeah,
not going
why don't we, we'll set it, what about sometime in,
The end of June. If there is any court date.
want to try June 29th? Is that okay?
We can have it prepared by then, Your Honor.
Okay. How about, is that a good day for you, Mr. Tony?
That's not a good day for me, Your Honor.
Oh. Well, see, the end of July, I may have to go, there's this mandatory conference we got to go to, judges. So it looks like it might be August 31st. How about that? Oh, July 6th? How about July 6th?
That's 2 months.
It's July 6th, I'm in Kentucky, Your Honor.
There's no football games in Kentucky in July, no basketball, and I mean, what?
Well, it is. My daughter, who, for the record, is freshman of the year in the county, is playing in a tournament there,
What kind of tournament?
developmental tournament before a whole bunch of D1 coaches.
I mean, what sport?
Basketball. My daughter, Your Honor.
I'm not, I fully agree, you should be there. See, I hate to do it at the end of July, because there might be when we go to conference, we have senior judge take substitutes for us, and senior judge, I mean, you're not pleading to a senior judge, you're pleading to me.
Yes. Mr. Dixon doesn't have a problem with August, Your Honor. He's not going anywhere. He's lived in his community his entire life.
Do we have a day like
I don't have anything scheduled in
August
August.
31st? How about that?
I don't have anything scheduled in August.
We
Any
have a
day, Your Honor.
on August 31st? We do? About August 31st?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that okay?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you can agree to some sentence, I'll give him to whatever y'all can agree to. We move him up to another day.
Well, I'm sure we'll have that conversation after the pre-sentence investigation report comes out, Your Honor.
Oh.
I'm sure they're going to want us, we're going to receive that before.
But yeah.
Okay, well, we'll take a look at it after I get a chance to look at that, okay? And
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
has he served time in county jail on this charge?
I'm not sure, maybe not, Mr. Tony.
No, he hasn't.
No? All right, well, we'll take a look at it, and I'll listen to everybody and make a decision.
Thank you.
All
Okay?
right, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, we got
Yeah.
Lawrence Wayne Dumas.
No, you didn't know.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Dumas. Is this a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dumas, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Get your signature right there, Playboy. Your badass get nervous when it comes down to something. Put the date right there. But when it comes to doing
May it please the court, Your Honor. With regards to case number 2021 CF 1125 and 2021 CF 1126, my client, Lawrence Wayne Dumas, pursuant to negotiation with the State Attorney's Office, withdraws his previous plea of not guilty, enters a plea of no contest to the above charges. The defendant shall be sentenced to 60 months in the Department of Correction. He will be given credit for any time served in this matter, and it shall run concurrent with his previously sentencing in Santa Rosa County case number 2001-58 CF MXAX and 1500-464 CF MXAX. May I approach, Your Honor?
All right. Mr. Dumas, you want to, in case 2021 CF 1125, 21 CF 11, see, we've got 21 CF 1126. That's just one count, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then in
I am sorry, it should be 1125, just for the record.
1126, he has two cases.
No, oh wait, I apologize. I'm looking at the wrong.
All right, let me start again. See, because we got what this form says is in 21 CF 1125, it has count 2 and a count 3, but no count 1.
Count 1 has already been no across, Your Honor.
Okay. And then we have 21 CF 1126, 1 count. So you are pleading no contest to possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony, possession of marijuana more than 20 grams, third-degree felony, and fleeing and attempting to elude police with disregard to safety of persons or property, another third-degree felony. So 3 third-degree felonies. You understand that, Mr. Dumas? Okay. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form, which waives your rights? You understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any type of medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Tony's done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. You are sentenced to 60 months in the Department of Corrections with credit for all time served, and it shall run concurrent with your previous sentencing out of Santa Rosa County, Florida, case number 2000158 CFMXAX and 1500464 CFMXAX. And you're adjudicated guilty on all counts. Full credit for time served, and it runs concurrent. Wonder why they have really unusual numbers like that on there.
That's what numbers are on the website, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure that he gets, I want to make sure that Mr. Dumas gets proper credit out of Santa Rosa County. I've never seen a case numbers like that. So make sure that he's getting, you may want to check, Mr. Tony, make sure he's getting proper credit
Yes, sir.
for those cases. It's just an unusual looking case number. If there's some problem, then get with the state and send me an order correcting it.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, there is one issue, and I don't know if Your Honor can address it. Mr. Dumas has an outstanding warrant in Walton County. Can we have him transferred over to Walton County? Or is that,
I don't think Your Honor, the court can do that. It's just the sheriff's department has to serve the warrant.
Yeah, sheriff's got to do that. I can't just order him transferred, I don't believe.
there's no way we can make that happen? I mean, it's the same case, the same issues.
Yeah.
No. His only hold is one outstanding in Walton County.
Well, it's not quite, if I may, Your Honor, to clarify, it's not quite outstanding because there is no case open yet.
It's just a warrant.
It's a warrant, so there is not even a case over there.
Well,
Okay.
they'll probably serve the warrant on you and then you'll be transferred over there.
Okay.
Then
Excellent.
take care of that, then go on down to DOC from there.
Take care.
You too, man. Hey, don't forget what I told you. All right?
Would it be
Okay.
possible to recall a case, it's number 7 on the docket, Shatran Howard? She just pled, Your Honor, to court costs without an attorney. She mentioned to me she's concerned that there could be a possible driver's license suspension. So what I have told her is, she's indicated she has a good job. She does have a prior felony, but because she's willing to resolve this case early, I'm willing to make an ordinance motion to modify the sentence to reflect a withhold of adjudication instead of an adjudication as to both counts. So she doesn't have to worry about a driver's license possibly being suspended.
Where are you working at?
Whataburger in Niceville.
All right. I'll do that. You want to withhold on both?
Your Honor, we can withhold on both counts and just the same court costs.
Okay.
Nothing would change the court
Yeah, I'll
costs.
withhold, we'll change the sentence to withhold adjudication. Should not have an effect on your license, I would hope, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And let's see, did someone come in late here? What's your name?
Craddock.
Craddock. Amanda, come on up. All right, this is an arraignment, I believe. And I issued a capias for your arrest because you weren't here. Why were you late?
I was waiting for my ride. They got tied up.
You got tied up?
Sir, I come from Defuniak.
All right, I'll withdraw the capias. You are charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. And is it DUI?
Yes, Your Honor,
First offense?
DUI.
So it looks like a third-degree felony and a first-degree misdemeanor?
That is correct, and I believe she's not represented by an attorney at the
No,
time.
I'm not. I'm
May I state the plea offer on the record because it's for a dismissal of the felony count for a plea to the DUI count with the statutory conditions for probation.
Want to do that?
Would I be able to speak to a public defender or something? before-
Yeah, she's requesting it, yes.
You have every right to.
Yes.
What I'll do is, you want to enter a not guilty plea at this time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'll appoint, where are you working at?
Well, I was working at Chautauqua Springs Nursing Home in Defuniak, but since the date of my arrest, I no longer am because of the charge.
Well, what I'll do is appoint the public defender to represent you, and then, is that offer still out there?
Yeah. it'll
Just
be-
tell them to tell the public defender what she's offered you, but you want to talk to an attorney first, which I would recommend you do. And so you're pled not guilty at this time.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
appoint a public defender, and your court date is? June 26th, okay? And they'll give you a piece of paper here.
Okay.
And the public defender's office, I don't know where it is up here.
Thank you. What time was that, Your Honor?
1:30. Don't use the ride, or don't get tied up.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I don't know where the public defender's office is up in.
I'll have to go.
Okay, that's Mr. Berry with probation. He'll help you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Now, who else came? Come on up. Okay, ma'am, what's your name? Okay, Crystal. Crystal Renee Ulrich, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, court started at 1:30. Well, you were not here, correct?
I got here about 6 minutes after.
You did? Okay.
Yes, sir. I was
Did I
talking to
issue a
the clerk.
capias for her?
We did, Your Honor.
Withdraw the capias. All right, so you are here. You don't have an attorney, right?
No, sir.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and possession of narcotics equipment. It looks like that is a third-degree felony and a misdemeanor.
That's right.
Is there an offer for her you want to consider? What I'm asking is, they're going to see if you want to plead, or you want a public defender, or,
I would like a public defender.
you want one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint a public defender, and plead you not guilty. And you will come back on June 26th at 1:30. So get with your public defender, and was there an offer for her to talk to him about?
It's probation, Your Honor.
Just, if you talk to the public defender, tell them the state's offering some type of probation, but you want to make sure and talk to them, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. So June 26th at 1:30, you'll be back, and a public defender will be representing you, okay?
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thank you. Sir, did you have okay. Was there anybody else? Miss Leon, did you have anything further?
I'm done.
You're done? Okay.
Come up there.
Your Honor, may I ask a procedural question?
Yeah,
Setting hearing.
sure.